Welcome, my dear friends, in the educational channel, The Author. My video today is about the poetry and the poem Bed in Summer by Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote this poem Bed in Summer. Robert Louis Stevenson was born in 1850 and he died in 1894. The poet speaks about the cold weather in winter. It's dark until 8 in the morning. The night is very long and the day is very short. In summer, the sky is clear and the sun is shining until 9 in the evening. The poet describes how he gets up as if by night and sleeps as if by day. Now with the first stanza. As we know, any poem consists of many stanzas, more than 2 stanzas. Now with the first stanza. In winter I get up at night and dress by yellow candlelight. In summer quite the other way, I have to go to bed by day. The poet here says he gets up in winter early in the morning, but it seems as if it were at night because the sun doesn't shine until late. He gets up and dresses in the darkness using a candle, but in summer he goes to bed while it's still daylight. It was the paraphrase of the first stanza. In poetry, after first stanza, we paraphrase the stanza. After the paraphrase, we pick up the figure or figures of speech. After the paraphrase, now with the figure of speech. The first one, alliteration. There is alliteration. The word bed and the word by begin with P. The word bed and by begins with B. So there is alliteration. What's alliteration? Alliteration when the first letters in more than one word begins with the same sound. Here, bed and by start with the letter P or the sound B. So there is alliteration. The alliteration creates internal music. Another thing, contrast. There is a contrast between night and the day. Get up and go to bed. The figure of speech in the first stanza is alliteration and contrast. Okay. The rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of the first stanza is A, B, B. Okay, now with the second stanza. I have to go to bed and see the birds still hopping on the tree. Or hear the grown-up people's feet still going past me in the street. Now with the paraphrase. Here the poet doesn't like the idea of having to go to bed early in summer. The sky is clear and blue. The birds dance and sing in tree. People go here and there. What's the figures of speech? The first one is personification. There is a personification. The birds still hopping on the tree. The poet describes the birds as if children, or the poet personifies the birds as if children playing and hopping with one leg. Okay. The children were jumping on one leg. There is another figure of speech. It is alliteration. Alliteration, the word still and the word street, they both start with the same sound, still, street. Okay, now with the rhyme scheme. What is the rhyme scheme of the second stanza? The rhyme scheme of the second stanza is A, B, B. Now with the third stanza, at first I will read the stanza. And does it not seem hard to you when all the sky is clear and blue? And I should like so much to play, to have to go to bed by day. Okay, the paraphrase of the first stanza. The poet doesn't like the idea of going to bed early. It's unfair to go to bed early while the sky is clear. Everything around him is beautiful instead of playing and having fun. Now with the figures of speech. In the third stanza, there are alliteration between bed and by. Okay, the rhyme scheme of the third stanza is A, B, B. The poem consists of 3 stanzas of 4 lines. The rhyme scheme is the same in the 3 stanzas. The poet stresses on the difference between light and darkness, day and night. The poet likens the morning of winter to night and the night of summer to day. At the end of my video, thank you or thanks for your watching and listening me. Don't forget to subscribe in the channel Mr. Ibrahim Adib. Goodbye.